burning out. I've been in this position where I invest all my energy, my time, my effort into something. For me personally, when I have a lot going on, I kind of seclude myself from people, and I throw myself into work, whether it's my day job or all the activities I'm involved in outside of work. However, when you do that, you tend to burn yourself out, and there's been many a times where I physically have caused harm to my own health, and it's been extremely detrimental, where I've worked so hard, worked myself to the ground, where I'm like hospitalized because of exhaustion. And every time I think about those times, and it's happened a few times along my journey, where I now understand that sometimes we need to go through something despite it being harmful, because you need to get out your system. But the learning I hope we all take away from anybody being burnt out, because they throw themselves into work so much just to avoid a painful feeling or memory, or just trying to get themselves away from a situation that they don't want to think about, is if you do burn out, there's an opportunity at the end of that where you reflect and you trying to learn from it and understand what is it that has really triggered you to doing that. And if you can slowly unpick that, then you have an opportunity to start afresh. You have an opportunity to start with a clean slate. And what I mean by this is to not throw yourself back into work, to not throw yourself into work and work so hard where you run yourself into the ground, but actually notice the signs just before you burn out, so you can step on the brakes and actually say, whoa, I need some time out now. And this connects to other themes that I've spoken about in my previous vlogs, which relate to understanding what's healthy for you, understanding what gives you calm and inner peace, and to actually carve out time so you do that regularly. And whether you call that me time, or whether it's something like I do, every 8 to 10 weeks I need to get away from outside of London. That's the only way that I can physically get a break of being away from all my responsibilities, being away from the environment where I'm trying to pursue all my goals and achievements. So whatever those things are that that give you contentment, that gives you some inner peace and allows you an opportunity to rejuvenate and re-energize, that is what you need to do. But if you are somebody who's continuously burning out, if you're burning out more than a couple of times in a short space of time, then you really need to actually reflect and understand why you're doing this, and carve out that much needed time for yourself, so that you can understand and start afresh with a clean mind, with much more positive drive, so that you don't get yourself into a position where you're burning out once again.